Somebody was asking me on the comments if I had any stories about the Mitsubishi 850. I think that's what it's called. I think they were the dash machines where they recorded 48 channels on tape. And I don't really have much experience, but I could tell you what I know. Sigma, it seemed like they had some kind of endorsement program with Mitsubishi because they had a Westar console in one of their studios and they had one of their machines. And when I was doing the transfers for Joe Tarsia, I remember I came across a videotape and I wish I digitized it. But when Joe was doing this endorsement thing with Mitsubishi, they did a bunch of film of him talking about the gear. I know the Mitsubishi console went away, and that tape machine, when I was there and they were gutting the A room, they found it in the back in the storage, and they were like, "Well, what are we going to do with it?" And I called around, and nobody wanted to buy it, so we just got rid of it. We just threw it away. Which brings me up to another story that one client had given me a 3324 Sony machine to sell for him. And I got it here, and it was a big machine. And I tried selling it. Nobody was interested in it. And people were telling me the converters in that machine weren't any better than a DigiDesign M box. And I kept trying to move it because I couldn't just put it at the curb because nobody would take it. So I finally got, I think, this guy, what was he, in Kentucky or Ohio? He offered me $100 for it. It may have even been $50. And I said, all right, come and get it. And he came down. We got a really long driveway where I'm at. And it was like a big 4-wheel drive pickup truck with no tailgate. Well, he had the tailgate on it, but I think he had like a Confederate flag on it. He was just like one of those good old boys. And he said, "Oh, I'm here to pick up the tape machine." And I was looking at it going, how the heck are we going to get this heavy machine from the ground all the way up? Because the 4x4 was lifted. And what we had to do is I had a minivan. So we pushed it to the minivan. I angled it so we could push it into the minivan. Then I backed up the minivan to the pickup truck, and then we were able to get it onto the pickup truck. But I remember when, he paid me and he was getting ready to leave, he didn't even put it in a box or crate it or anything. It just got onto the back of his pickup truck, and it was metal against metal, and he was just pushing it in. And I just remember it scraping all the way into the back of his pickup truck. And I was like, oh, geez. And the other digital machine, I remember Joe Nicolo had one. I think he had a Studer 48-track machine. And he also, I think he had a Neve, a Capricorn console, or one of those digital consoles. And he was telling me just one cable going from the tape machine to the console, and all 48 tracks were coming up. And he was showing me how it worked, but I don't think it lasted too long over at Joe's place because he eventually got rid of all that stuff. But somebody wanted me to tell him what my Mitsubishi stories were or dash machines, and that's my experience with them. Not too much.